Good afternoon, guys. You made it. Welcome to Plasman Productions. I'm your CEO, Jeff Plasman. Today we're going to talk about something that's not usually something you talk about in the workplace environment, and that is workplace stress and anxiety and the mental effects it has on you. According to Everest College, they report that 83% of Americans suffer from workplace anxiety. As recent college graduates, in your first real job, it is mission critical that you walk away today realizing that stress in the workplace environment is a real thing, and it is up to you to understand and manage it. This afternoon, my intent for you to walk away from this meeting is the anatomy of stress, recognize workplace stressors and the effects it has on your mind, body, and behavior, and strategies to cope with stress in the workplace. Let's talk about the ins and outs of stress. According to MedicineNet, stress is defined as a physical, mental, or emotional factor that causes bodily or mental tension. It can be external, involving environmental, psychological, or social situations, and it can be internal, caused by an illness or medical issue attacking the body. According to that definition, stress sounds like it's bad, and it can be if you don't handle it correctly. But let's dig a little deeper. Is stress always a bad thing? To answer that question, we're going to learn psychology, where they give us the various types of stress. First and foremost, there's acute stress. Acute stress is a heat of the moment kind of stress. You have a deadline on a paper or a project that you need to get done for work, and you only have a week to do it. You get your heart pumping, and but it's not a bad stress. It can be a good stress too. The second main type of stress is episodic stress. Episodic stress is exactly what I go through. I'm a type A personality in this kind of stress. My compensation reports are due by the end of the week. I have a big meeting to present in this next coming weekend. I have a big meeting I have to plan for that's out of state. I have to get ready to go. I have new grads coming in here like yourselves, coming for new hires. I want to make myself look good for you guys and bring in a good image for the company. This is the kind of stress that goes away though, no matter what. But it does occur frequently. The third and final form of stress is a chronic acute stress. This is a kind of stress that, if not handled correctly, can be very bad for your health. It can lead to heart problems, cancer, strokes, all kinds of bad issues that are not good for you. This kind of stress is chronic, like I said, meaning it lasts for a long time, even possibly forever for your whole life. Unfortunately, this really impacts the type A's if they don't get a handle on that kind of stress. Now that you're all experts in the various kinds of stress, let's take a look at the top stressors in the workplace environment. Number one is that you don't have the ideal job and a low income. You've all graduated, you've all put the hard work in school, you want to come here, you want to make your mark. But you get your workplace description, your job description, and you realize this is not really what I thought it was. That's okay. Number two involves a whole new environment. The people are new, the building is new, lots of new things. You have to learn a new lifestyle. This can be very stressful. Number three is a big one. Depending on your specific role in your position, you get bored. You do things constantly, over and over. Your life becomes a cycle. You do the same things over and over again. You see the same people. You see the same. Again, from two, you see the same building. You see the same kinds of things that you do every day, and it can get boring. Number four is a big stressor in the workplace, and it's the opposite of number three. Too many things on your plate. We all want to work together to achieve our goals here. Hence, you may be receiving multiple requests from various people around the companies to get things done. This can be a lot of stress for you. Number five, you are all experienced in college, and you're somewhat used to it. What's next? Oh, sorry, no social life. You're always here. You're with the same people every single day. You don't meet new people. I know, yes, we get a few new hires here and there, but you get used to the same people every day. You have a big project that's due, a big compensation report that you have to get by the end of the week, but you can't get it done because you're in work doing all the work all the time. Finally, the last stressor is a big one, and that's what's next. You do the same job. You wonder if you're going to get a raise. You wonder if you're going to get a new job. Rise in the workplace. How long will I be doing this specific job? What if I fail? Will I be able to pay the bills with this salary? This can cause a lot of stress for everyone in the recent grad trying to find their first real job. Although I hope you do not experience these things, you likely will. And when you do, you may experience some of the symptoms, direct symptoms that can be physical and mental, and ultimately affect your behavior. According to Mayo Clinic, other physical symptoms that you may be aware that you need to look out for when you're experiencing anxiety and stress in the workplace is chest pain, fatigue, stomach issues, and sleep problems. Stress can also plague your mind with different symptoms such as lack of motivation and interest, feeling overwhelmed, irritability and anger, sadness, depression, and even suicidal thoughts, unfortunately. I don't want you guys to have to go through this. But stress doesn't only affect your body and mind, it can ultimately affect your behavior. If you're feeling the effects of stress in the workplace, you notice you're not very hungry, you didn't get a lot of sleep the night before, so your workplace or your work starts to decline in quality. And worse yet, your job productivity and behaviors of resultant stress in the workplace ultimately decline as well. As you're now aware, the effects of stress on your body and mind and behavior can impact you as a new employee, the same way it impacted you as a college student as well. However, there's a silver lining. As prevalent as this issue is, there are several strategies that can help you to cope with this kind of anxiety. Some of the most effective ways are shared by the Anxiety and Depression Association of America and Brazen.com, which include the following. Number one, realize this is your first job. I don't expect you to be perfect on the job, okay? We all make mistakes. I even make mistakes too as a CEO now. But I know all the great things you guys can do. Number two, this is kind of hard to say, but you got to leave that sense of entitlement at the door, please, okay? You know, you came from this big university, wherever you're at, maybe you're the top grad in your class. When you come here, you're all superstars, okay? You're number one always. Everyone is a superstar, like I said. So embrace your skills that you have and apply it to your workforce. Avoid the office drama was number three. Avoid the gossip that goes around. I know people are human; they do bad things. You have enough to do in the workplace, so focus on your own life, please, and you don't need the additional drama. Number four, beat the boredom by remaining a student of the industry. Okay, take on special projects. Research new ideas, new developments in the company. This will not only eliminate the stress of boredom, but also make you more productive. As I noted earlier, for number five, you will likely receive projects, reports, other various tasks that I ask you to do, or your manager. Use your time wisely. Be a planner. Plan ahead. Know what you have to do. Use your calendar. Stay on top of things. Be organized. It'll alleviate the workload in your stress. Finally, if you feel you're suffering from ongoing stress and you just cannot cope, come talk to me, please, okay? Or your manager. I'm sure no matter what, we will figure something out. If you need to take, just some time to walk away from the workplace and figure out what you need to do, we can help you out. We'll always be there for you. In summary today, we discussed the significance and definition of workplace stress. We also discussed to each of you to recognize the effects of stress and that is a real thing. Also the various stressors that happen in the workplace. Most importantly, we talked about the several different ways you can cope with this kind of stress. As recent college graduates, in your first real job, it is mission critical that you walk away from our discussion today realizing that stress is a real thing and that it is up to you to understand and manage it. Your first job is an exciting time of your life, okay? Filled with new challenges, your first real paycheck, meeting new people, and many unexpected stressors. If you fully understand the symptoms of stress, you will manage it and you will cope with it. You will get through this, but pay attention to your mind, your body, and your behavior. As you journey towards this encounter and bits of stressors in your life, take a deep breath and realize these words from Catherine Pulsifer. When you find yourself stressed, ask yourself one question. Will this matter in 5 years? If not, let it go. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, well again, welcome. I hope you find your career here at Plasmin Productions a worthwhile time, rewarding, fun, and stress-free. Thank you.